All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're having a wonderful day. It is May 14th, 2025, and we got an interesting day ahead. The whole week has been wild. That's me. It's been very wild. We've been getting this crazy melt up and back and forth in the momentum, but now this is where today gets wild because you have no data. You've already got to hear from a couple of Fed speakers, and we're looking for that, but yeah, this is going to be a weird one. So let me tell you this now, because I'm going to say this all throughout the day, okay? If there is no panic, do not trade. I know. Hear me out. Good morning, guys. No panic. Remember, upside is panic. But if this really is kind of chilling, I think today they're going to rack in a little bit. So we've had some great opportunities, and the market is wild. Your long term is there, and that's why I'm saying if you could handle this next step properly, oh, man, we're going to be good. Don't remind me of AMD. That's the only one I sold yesterday, and it fucking rips. But, Chad, we have a lot, so I hope you're ready. I got the plays, all of it, the news, the breakdown, and let's have a fun one. But head on a swivel today, because if we could avoid some bad shots, I think that's going to help us out a lot. And at the same time, if we feel that it's actually moving and we got that panic, let's take advantage of it, baby, because people might not be ready for it. Let's go. Let's go. Good morning, baby. Hold on. Let's go. Oh, wait, no, you're good. Oh, yeah, there it is. And then, Chad, how are you? Oh, man, I'm excited. My computer didn't crash today. I fixed it. Thomas, Jonathan, Chris, Hazel, Carson, Bolt, Patty, Deco, Legal, Mr. Robach. Good morning, baby. Laker J. Good morning, Dos Nacho, Professor La, Lucky Soldier, Andrew Gunner. The chat is crazy right now. Jamar, y'all woke up today. Johnny B, good, happy Wednesday. Oh, let's get it, baby. What up, Corey? What up, Mark? What up, Mr. Renzo? Tyree, Kenny, Mr. Worley. Hey, Ray, baby. What's going on? What up, Coin Fox? What up, Mr. Miranda? Infinity, Crystal, Luke, Pion, Tommy, Chelsea. What up, baby? What about that Twitch? Payday Devil, El Coyote, Oddity, Nikki on Smash, Toy Soldier, Relentless, Sarah, Kara, Carefree, Lone Wolf. Yeah, do you guys see any difference? Oh, and blow window. Robo Hey Attack. So let me ask you guys, on the wire, does it look like glitchy? Like, do you guys see it or no? Does it look like normal text? Or does it look different? Because it's so low quality on my screen. It looks pixelated, right? How about mine? It's like, do you see the pixelation on my Chad? So I don't know if it's too disturbing, but my text is all ugly. But now my shit is even faster, and I haven't had any issues. So that's kind of the dilemma. All right, so as long as it works, then we're good to go. So Chad Adonia, I hope you're ready. Yeah, I'm reading you guys right now, and the text is not as good. No, I changed it. I turned down all the graphics, and I optimized the performance so it would stop fucking crashing. And yeah, so now it looks good, but now I'm operating on like a 1970s UI. So it's amazing. It's no text. I have no text phasing or anything. Nothing. It's beautiful. Yeah, it's great. But here's Josh AI with the news, baby. Good morning.
Big tech pushes stocks higher as dollar drops. Big tech stocks rallied in early trading while the dollar weakened on speculation that the Trump administration is making currency policy a part of trade talks. S&P 500 futures added 0.3%, with NVIDIA Corp. And Advanced Micro Devices Inc. getting a boost in the pre-market session. Investors are continuing to snap up tech shares with sentiment helped by signs that the U.S. is paving the way for Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates to win wider access to advanced AI chips. Meanwhile, foreign exchange traders were focused on the possibility the U.S. wants the dollar to decline. In a meeting earlier this month, American and South Korean officials discussed currency policies. According to a person familiar with the matter, traders took that as a sign that foreign governments may accept strength in their exchange rates to smooth the way to trade deals with the U.S. And the dollar slipped 0.3%. The South Korean won jumped more than 1%, and neighboring currencies, including the Japanese yen, also strengthened. Meanwhile, Treasury steadied. Gold dropped and Bitcoin hovered around $104,000. Asian stocks rallied with the MSCI benchmark trading up 1.4%. In U.S. equities, investors were focusing on the possibility that the rebound has run its course. Goldman Sachs Group Inc. strategist Peter Oppenheimer warned that stocks remain vulnerable if deteriorating economic data reignites recession worries. Investors got very bearish in April, missed the market rebound, and then were forced to chase it, said Lillian Chauvin, head of asset allocation at Coates & Company. He's trimming back his overweight stance in equities. And in Europe, the standout stock was Burberry Group PLC, which surged 15% after the company announced plans to cut almost a fifth of its workforce. The rally in European shares is set to broaden, according to Helen Jewell, BlackRock's chief investment officer of fundamental equities EMEA. She cited the strength of the recent earnings season and Germany's economic stimulus and said the firm is bullish on banks, buying laggards. Two of Wall Street's major trading desks are making the same bold call on U.S. stocks as trade tensions ease. Pile into this year's biggest losers for quick short-term profits. Heads of equity trading at Citigroup and JP Morgan Chase say they're particularly bullish over the next few weeks on small caps, tech hardware, and home builders, which have each lagged behind the S&P 500 during the most recent leg up. Stuart Kaiser, who runs Citigroup's desk as head of U.S. equity trading strategy, also said he likes shares of companies with weaker finances, with the broader U.S. stock indexes already erasing their declines of the year. The firm say traders and other speculative buyers who missed out will be on the hunt for pockets of opportunity to play catch-up before the next bout of tariff-induced turbulence strikes again. There will be significant buying from systematic traders and discretionary investors who haven't captured as much of this rally as they would have liked, Kaiser said. Now they're underpositioned and have a lot of money to use to buy some of these laggards. Point. Apple partner Han Hai tempers full-year sales outlook. Han Hai Precision Industry Company, the main manufacturer of iPhones and NVIDIA Corp. Dash powered AI servers, cut its guidance for full-year revenue growth to reflect potential fallout from the U.S. trade war. The Apple Inc. partner indicated that while sales will still grow in 2025, it will be at a slower pace than its prior projection issued in March. Based on the presentation slides the company prepared for its post-earnings call on Wednesday. The U.S. tariff policy has been evolving swiftly over the past month and leading to not insignificant impact on the global supply chain. Han Hai chairman Young Liu said on the call that together with forex fluctuations have led us to become more cautious about outlook, and every NT dollar one rise by the Taiwanese currency against the greenback on a yearly average will reduce Han Hai's revenue by about 3%, according to Chief Financial Officer David Huang. Republicans could reach SALT compromise Wednesday, Johnson says. House Republicans could land on a compromise on the state and local tax deduction on Wednesday, a deal that would represent a breakthrough in one of the thorniest policy debates in President Donald Trump's economic package. House Speaker Mike Johnson told reporters Tuesday evening that a deal on SALT will likely be tomorrow. He spoke after meeting with lawmakers from New York, New Jersey, and California who have threatened to sink the bill unless it calls for a significant expansion to the deduction. The House Ways and Means Committee is debating a proposal Tuesday evening that calls for increasing the SALT cap from $10,000 to $30,000, phasing out for individuals who earn at least $200,000, but several lawmakers have already rejected that plan, saying it doesn't do enough to reduce the tax burden for constituents living in their high-tax districts. Top overnight news: trade, tariffs, ports and shipping lines prepare for fluctuating demand as businesses stockpile goods during U.S.-China trade war truce. FT Nikkei. Trump's initial trade deals are far short from goal of rebalancing global commerce flows. Reuters. FT. Optimism toward quick U.S.-Japan trade deals starting to fray. Nikkei. U.S.-China deal pressuring Mexico, Vietnam to secure better deals with the U.S. Reuters. EU weighs impact as Trump targets foreign drug pricing with executive order threatening tariffs. Reuters. China criticizes U.S.-UK trade agreement for targeting Chinese products. FT. Group of small businesses urge U.S. Court of International Trade to block Trump tariffs. Bloomberg. U.S. cuts de minimis tariffs on China parcels to 30%. Reuters, U.S.-China truce offers temporary reprieve, but doesn't remove longer-term uncertainty. NY Times. Markets, traders winding back Fed rate cut butts amid cooling of U.S.-China trade tensions. Bloomberg, investors nervous about sitting on the sidelines as U.S. stocks climb following U.S.-China trade truce. NY Times. Bloomberg, sell-side call for piling into this year's biggest U.S. stock market losers for quick short-term profits. Bloomberg, markets pricing in premium for bills maturing in August when Bessent said U.S. likely to exhaust borrowing authority. Bloomberg, economy, Trump's tariff policies are projected to cut California's tax revenue by $16 billion in the next fiscal year. Bloomberg, China growth forecasts revised higher, stimulus expectations ease following U.S. tariff cut. Bloomberg, Japan wholesale inflation slows amid yen rebound. Reuters, Japan ruling parties to present stimulus package before upper house election. Nikkei, Australian wage growth reaccelerates though RBA rate cut expectations remain intact. Bloomberg, Washington, Speaker Johnson says House GOP moving closer to deal on SALT, key issue in Trump's agenda. Link, Politico, Bloomberg, Axios. Trump approval rating rises as Americans become less worried about recession. Reuters, central banks, markets revive BOJ rate hike expectations following U.S.-China tariff cut agreement. Nikkei, ECB's not says U.S. trade policy uncertainty weighs on Eurozone growth and inflation outlook. Bloomberg, ECB's Villeroy signals likely summer rate cut as U.S. tariffs fail to stoke Eurozone inflation. Bloomberg, Reuters, geopolitics, Trump hails $600 billion in Saudi investment. MBS says will work towards increasing to $1T. Axios, Bloomberg, FT. U.S. and Saudi Arabia sign $142 billion defense supply agreement. Reuters, U.S. confirms plans to revise AI chip export curbs. Bloomberg, warns use of Huawei chips violates rules. Bloomberg, FT. Trump's team has plunged into a frenetic diplomatic blitz, attempting to put out 4 global fires at once. Axios, NATO moves toward 5% defense spending target to meet Trump's demands ahead of Hague summit. Bloomberg, Trump says U.S. is exploring normalizing relations with Syria's new government. Bloomberg, U.S. imposes sanctions on networks sending Iranian oil to China. FT, Iran and European parties to hold nuclear talks Friday. Reuters, Trump seeks to cast the Qatar jet transaction as a win for U.S. taxpayers amid mounting criticism from his allies. Politico, one solar corporate Chinese e-commerce platforms offering discounts on Apple's iPhone 16 to boost sales after decline in shipments in China. Reuters, Trump's Middle East trip spurs flurry of AI-related deals with major tech companies, including NVIDIA, striking agreements. Bloomberg, U.S. is considering allowing UAE to purchase over 1 million advanced AI chips from NVIDIA. Bloomberg, Tesla's board forms special committee to explore Elon Musk's pay that could lead to fresh offer of stock options. FT, New York Times, Tesla plans to begin shipping components from China to the U.S. for Cybercab and semi-truck production by end of month. Reuters, Microsoft announces layoffs that will impact at least 6,000 employees or 3% of workforce. FT, Databricks agrees to buy database startup Neon in a deal valued at about $1 billion. Reuters, American Eagle Outfitters withdraws annual outlook due to macro uncertainties affecting consumer spending predictions. WSJ, GSK agrees $2 billion deal to buy Boston Pharmaceuticals potential liver disease treatment. FT,
Boo! There's more, Chatadonia. There is more. Good morning. S&P futures, they are up by 0.2 Wednesday morning, trading near best pre-market levels. Comes after U.S. equities finished higher on Tuesday, with cyclicals and Mag 7 among the standout, while defensives lagged. S&P ended the day positive for the year, up 18% since the year-to-date low on April 8th. Treasuries unchanged to a bit firmer on the long end. Dollar index is off by 0.5. Gold is down by 1.5, back below 3,200 an ounce. Bitcoin down about 0.6, and WTI is down 1.1. No big directional drivers in play. Some focus on another batch of upbeat AI headlines surrounding Trump's Middle East trip, along with dollar weakness. Nothing particularly incremental on trade, though the White House hinted at another deal could be announced when Trump returns from his overseas trips. Reconciliation bill markup process in the House seems to be more noise than news at this point, while some focus on further complications stemming from the expected Senate changes to the House bill. While Trump kept pressure on Fed to cut rates following cooler CPI print on Tuesday, market is now looking for just over 50 basis points of easing this year. Nothing on the U.S. economic calendar today. However, Fed Jefferson and Dolly scheduled to speak. Waller comments today largely on the role of research. Thursday brings Empire Manufacturing, Philly Fed, retail sales, PPI, industrial production, business inventories, home builder, and Fed Chair Powell, housing starts, import-export prices, and Michigan consumer sentiment on Friday. Not much corporate news. ALC pressured by quarter one miss and reduction in full year guide, with company flagging softer market conditions and competitive pressures in U.S. implantables. SMCI boosted by $20 billion Saudi data center contract. DT beat on most key metrics amid broad-based consumption growth. AEO pre-announced Q1 sales largely in line with street operating income, but light with calling out elevated promotional activity and $75 million in inventory write-down. Grawl, Q1 revenue and EBITDA below, though company reiterated guide for slower cash burn, and takeaways noted continued trial regulatory progress. Cisco reports after the close today. Walmart and DE out on Thursday morning, and AMAT on Thursday afternoon. Wow. Chad Adonia. Oh, yes. That's it, man. How you feeling? I got a couple of plays. Let me get those out for you. But other than that, it should be pretty chill. Not really. Again, trading. We need panic. If no panic, again, everyone's debating whether or not this is too high or not. And it has been wild. So let's see if that panic returns. But now, I got some pre-market movers for you. SMCI, they are up by 18%. Partnership with DataVolt, valued at $20 billion. The crazy part, we got this yesterday. I don't know if you guys recall, but that news came out during the conference. So I don't know. People are reacting to it now, but the SMCI thing was literally yesterday. So that's up 19%. Sony is up by 5.4 off earnings. AMD is up by 3.8. They just announced a big buyback. CoreWeave is up by 3.6. CLS up 3.6. Cyber 3.2. Tesla up 3.2. Special committee to evaluate new pay deal for Elon Musk. And then something about resuming cybercab materials from China. UNH up 2.9. Bounce after yesterday. KKR is up by 1.9, Morgan Stanley upgrade. SC is up by 1.8, JP Morgan upgrade. DT is up by 1.4 off earnings. PayPal up 1.2, partnership with Perplexity on agentic commerce. ECG is up by 18 off earnings. KRMN up 4.7 off earnings. PVH 4.4 Jeffries upgrade. Pony is up 3.1, files for Hong Kong IPO. OMCL is up 3.1, Wells Fargo update. LEU is up by 3.0, Evercore initiates outperform. PAG's up 2.4 off earnings. ZENE or XENE up 2.4, Evercore initiates outperform. XL up 2.2 off earnings. SFL up 2.1 off earnings. Coors up 2.0. Oppenheimer initiates outperform. BCRX up 1.6. FDA acceptance of NDA for Orladeyo oral granules in patients with hereditary angioedema, age 2 to 11. SEPN up 67. Collaboration agreement with Novo. NUTX up 22 off earnings. IZEA up 16. Earnings Dutch tender offer. FSP 16.4. Initiates review of strategic alternatives. Ronnie up 4.2 off earnings. RDCM up 11.7 off earnings. INVS up 8.9 off earnings. ABSI up 8.8 off earnings and trial update. RCAT up 8.6, new line of unmanned surface vessels. BBAI is up 7.9. Verve 7.9 off earnings. Zivra 7.0 off earnings. Finco up 5.2 off Goldman upgrade. ABEO up 4.7. First Center for Zavastacim gene therapy.
IEVA or AEVA, Ford2 unmanned global Fortune 500 company will collaborate and invest $50 million. Trading lower, Aurora down 20, Uber prices $1 billion exchangeable senior notes. ALC down 6.4 off earnings. NU down 4.3 off earnings. CRBG down 2.4, $13 million block being shopped. ACAM down 1.8, proposed 1.3 offering of convertible notes. Rivian down 0.9, Jefferies downgrade, CLBT down 15 earnings, Grail down 15 earnings and trial update, Dava down 12 off earnings, AEO down 12 earnings, CFO retires, Clavio down 4.5, 300 million common stock offering. AKRO down 2.5, Wayfair down 1.9, Loop Capital downgrade, XHLD down 30. Stock was up after they filed a 13G. Mogo is up down 17 after running up 50, and TXO down 8 after an acquisition or a common stock unit offering. Wow! End of the AMD, Habibi. Wow. My goodness. Chad Adonia. I hope you're feeling good. Well, yeah, there's a lot in store. Again, now you're past the FOMO zone. I can't believe you're still green. So, again, everybody's just waiting, but you got to think about it, man. If you were even going to get weakness, I think our first red day, we were down on pre-market, but, yeah, you still are holding this up. So, we got a lot to deal with. Head on this swivel, like I said here in the morning. I'm telling you, all that matters is whether or not it is panic. Panic to the upside, panic to the downside. Otherwise, you better get ready to sit on your hands, bro. So we'll see where it all leads us. But other than that, Chatadonia, I hope you're feeling good. I hope you're feeling blessed. And here at the Cult, baby, before we do anything, before we try to chase a dollar, before we try to enrich ourselves, we must pay homage to a very special group of people that has made a sacrifice that most of us never have and never will. And I am talking about the veterans of the United States of America. So for real, man, thank you all for everything, and even beyond the veterans, if you have never served, man, I really hope you bring this love and appreciation to real life, man. You are benefiting off of people's sacrifice every single day in this great country. We have a lot of opportunities, and they did not appear out of nowhere. So why I've been hyped on this, because we've been hyping this up, and we've been talking about this, and a lot of people now are really getting on board. So I love to see it in veterans. If anybody should be getting a long-term real estate, all that, it should be you, my friend. So let us help, and above all else, thank you, and thank you to your families and everything you guys have given up and sacrificed for your neighbors. We love and appreciate you. I hope the rest of you show this, and big shout out to anybody else out there giving back to their local communities, all the doctors, nurses, teachers, firefighters, police officers, the janitors, the coaches, the garbage men, anybody making their community run. God bless you and thank you, baby. But ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Place your right hand over your heart. Say it with me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all, baby. Oh, it's game time, baby. Oh, no. Let's go. I think I knocked over the mic. Oh, no. Good morning. Oh, good morning, baby. Are you ready? Let's go. It's Wednesday. Already, middle of the week, Chatadonia. Wake up. Get along. Your long term's at all-time highs. This S&P is up on the year. And the NASDAQ. I know. So, Chatadonia, I hope you guys are feeling good. Pizza. I hope you're feeling great, man. So let's have a good one, and we got to head on a swivel today. We don't know if today is going to give us the panic or not, but like I'm saying, I think the chips and AI stuff from yesterday is really feeding over, but again, if it's choppy, if it's nothing, they're going to wash all them premiums today because they've been moving this week. So let's see where that leads us.
Other than that, we will find out, my friends, and time to go to Gen Pop. So thank you all, and God bless all of you members, and for real, thank you to the veterans, and let's go, man. Bring this to real life, bro. For real, show the veterans some love, man. It's already working. You're already watching the change, baby. So let's get it. Oh, man, yeah, and pray for Austin. Prayers up for Austin's mom, bro. Hell yeah, I got you, man. Let's go. And you got to be strong, too, and be with your mom. Screw the stock market. You know what I'm saying? If this helps distract you, great. If not, go be with moms. And let's get it, baby. So I will see you guys in Gen Pop. Peace.